Hello, everyone. My name is Sharon Roseborough, and I am the Vice President of Leadership Development. I'd like to thank you for taking the time to view this video recording. Our field service team thought it would be a great idea to record this virtual mock election meeting for our local PTAs to give you an idea of how a virtual meeting could be conducted. If you have any questions after this recording, please feel free to reach out to your county president, region director, or NJPTA at email njpta@njpta.org. I will now turn it over to President Lindenbaum to begin the meeting. Enjoy the show.
Welcome. My name is Kathy Lindenbaum, and I am the president of ABC PTA. Before we get started, I wanted to go over some housekeeping tips to make everyone comfortable on our call today. Keep in mind, if we are using the free version of Zoom, the meeting might cut off in 40 minutes. Please have a plan to log back in. Explain how to raise your hand, unmute, chat, and any other features you plan to utilize. During the registration process of this meeting, we verified all email addresses, so should we need to conduct a ballot vote, only those that are paid members will be emailed a ballot using the email address that was already provided. I will now call the meeting to order at 7:35 p.m. Before we do the Pledge of Allegiance, ask your members to stand, and if someone on camera has a flag, have them hold it up. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Before roll call, President should state that this will take a few minutes. Please be patient and mute after their name is called. Ginger, please take the roll.
Kathy Lindenbaum.
Here.
Ginger Reinhold. Here. Rosa Chera.
Here.
Lori Palmer.
Here.
Sharon Roseborough.
Here.
Sarita Dodd.
Here.
Candy Fredericks.
Here.
Christine Brown.
Here.
Lisa Falco.
Here.
Amelia Cho.
Here.
Natalia Suarez.
Here.
And Stephanie Bowe.
Here.
And Stephanie does not have a photo, but she's here at the meeting. Madam President, we have a quorum.
Thank you, Ginger. I will now read the virtual meeting guidelines. In order to make sure everyone is comfortable with our meeting technology, let's review a few options. Please keep yourself muted unless you are speaking. Button is located on the bottom left hand of your screen. If you have a question, you can use the raise hand feature, click on the chat feature, and begin typing your question. You should assign a moderator to monitor the chat room and raise hand feature during the meeting. For example, your bylaws chair or vice president. You have to be seen on video in order to vote as per Robert's Rules of Order. Remember to unmute your members when you are ready to vote when conducting an uncontested election. If you need assistance with your virtual meeting, please contact your county president, region director, or New Jersey PTA at newjerseypta@newjerseypta.org. Now we will do the consideration of minutes. Ginger?
Everyone should have received a copy of the minutes. If there are any changes or corrections, you can put them in the comments section. Are there any changes or corrections?
Seeing no changes or corrections, the minutes will stand as presented. We will now hear from our treasurer for our treasurer's report.
Everyone should have already received a copy of the treasurer's report. Are there any questions on the report?
Madam President, Lisa Falco has a question.
The chair recognizes Lisa Falco for a question on the treasurer's report.
Thank you. Lori, does this report include the Gertrude Hawk money that I gave you last week?
It does not. The treasurer's report was compiled prior to that deposit, so that will show up on the next treasurer's report.
Thank you.
Thank you both. Appointments. Without objections, Natalia will be our teller and Sharon will be our moderator. Seeing no objections, it stands. Any officers' reports? Seeing no officers' reports, at this time I will have our nominating committee chair report our slate of officers.
The nominating committee met on Friday, February 28th via teleconference. We present the following slate of officers for the 2020-2022 term. For the position of president, Yolanda Adams. For the position of vice president, Janet Jackson. For position of corresponding secretary, Jenny from the Block. For recording secretary, Ginger the movie star. And for treasurer, Lori Palma. All candidates have accepted their nominations. Sincerely, Rose Ace Chair, Candy Mars, and Babe Ruth.
Thank you for your report, Rose. We have heard the slate of officers for the office of our president. We have Yolanda Adams slated. Are there any nominations from the floor?
Yes,
The chair recognizes Amelia.
I'd like to nominate John Wayne for president.
Amelia Cho has nominated John Wayne for president.
And I'll second.
I have a second. Thank you, Christine. I have received in writing intent from John Wayne to run for president. Are there any other nominations from the floor?
Madam President, Candy Fredericks.
The chair recognizes Candy Fredericks. Candy, you're on mute.
I'd like to nominate Jane Fonda for president.
Do I have a second?
I second.
We have a second. I have received Jane Fonda's intent to run from the floor in writing, and her, we have a second. So now the offices of president is now closed. For the position of vice president, we have Janet Jackson as the slated candidate. Are there any other nominations from the floor?
Madam President, Lisa Falco, the hand
The
raised.
chair recognizes Lisa Falco.
I nominate Jennifer Lopez for vice president.
Do I have a second?
Second.
I have a second for Jennifer Lopez being nominated for vice president. I have received intent for Jennifer Lopez to run for vice president. Nominations, the chair declares nominations are now closed. For the position of treasurer and corresponding and recording secretary, we have no intent to run from the floor submitted. So these positions are, nominations are closed. We can do a voice vote with a raise of hands for the uncontested positions. All in favor of Jenny from the Block for corresponding secretary, please say aye.
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 Those against say no. Congratulations, Jenny.
I'm sorry.
All in favor of Ginger the movie star for recording secretary, please say aye.
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 Those
Aye.
against say no.
No.
Okay, congratulations, Ginger. All in favor of Lori Palma for treasurer, please say aye.
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 Those against say no. Congratulations, Lori. Due to COVID-19, NJPTA is making an exception to allow electronic voting through June 30th, 2020. After June 30th, in-person voting is only allowed in accordance with our bylaws. The election process. Read the slate of offices on the ballot once the nominations are closed. You will vote for one candidate per position. We will allow 2 minutes for candidates to speak if more than one for each office and they choose to speak. Once the candidate has spoken, will any of the candidates like to speak? Okay, seeing none, they chose the option not to speak. Now we are ready to vote. A link will now be sent out with the ballot. If you have not paid your dues, you will not receive a link. You will not receive a link if we cannot see you. We will wait 15 minutes to give the email time to reach the member. Voting will begin at 7:45 and 8 o'clock voting will end. Once votes are received, the teller will confirm the results and share with the president. Then I will announce the results. So we'll give a couple of minutes for the email to go out and to get the emails in.
Madam President, I'm going to stop sharing my screen so that I can participate in the vote temporarily.
Okay. I'm going to announce that after the treasurer's report, I did not announce that the treasurer's report will be filed for audit. So the secretary will please put that in the minutes that the treasurer's report as submitted by our treasurer will be filed for audit. It's important for when you're conducting your meeting to give time for the votes to come in and give time for people. This is brand new virtual meetings for most of us. And we want to just make sure to have patience and to make sure that everything is being conducted correctly. If you have any reports that you wanted to talk about, you know, as president, you can do that while the tallies are being done. Before I announce the winners, a reminder, before ballots are emailed out, ask if anyone has joined the meeting. If someone has joined the meeting, ask the secretary if she can see the member and to check the membership list. Now, I will announce the winners. For president, 11 ballots went out, 11 ballots were received. Yolanda Adams had 7 votes. John Wayne had 1 vote. Jane Fonda had 3 votes. I declare Yolanda Adams the president. Congratulations, Yolanda. For vice president, 11 ballots went out, 11 ballots were received. Janet Jackson received 6 votes. Jennifer Lopez received 5 votes. I declare Janet Jackson the vice president. Congratulations, Janet. Congratulations again to all our winners tonight. Does anyone have any new business? Seeing no new business, meeting will be adjourned at 8:04 p.m. Thank you. Thank you to our members for all you're doing during COVID. We really appreciate you running your PTAs. And if you need anything, please email us at newjerseypta@newjerseypta.org or give us a call at our office number. Thank you and stay healthy.